Roblox Jailbreak over the years has come a long way from a game where players pick a team and grind for cash. Criminals no longer mindlessly stand in a vault to buy vehicles, and police no longer wait for a criminal to cross their path to collect their bounty. Of course, this is still the central or core gameplay. However, it is no longer a game about cops and robbers, but a game about the community. The developers of CMO 3089 and BadCC learned this, and soon began adding community creations such as season passes. The developers also began listening to ideas with popular demand. Along with these evolutions came trading, which allowed players to obtain vehicles, textures, and more aesthetic items such as spoilers, rims, and colors. However, trading wasn't the only thing that changed when the update came out. Little did really anyone know, Roblox Jailbreak and its community were about to change forever. Trading had a humble start on June 10, 2022, when Asimo 3089 and BadCC implemented the new Trade Island, and of course, trading, to the game. When trading was first released, people were unsure of values. The demand for vehicles was simply based on the opinions of players. The economy started to build itself during the first few weeks of the update. However, players usually based the value of cars on these three factors: speed, looks, and handling. This determined which cars would be high-ranked and which would be low-ranked. The community decided to make rare items higher in value. Some of these high-value items consisted of the Torpedo, the Arachnid, and the Brulee. Others, such as the Airtail, the Torero, and countless other vehicles were left behind to be low-valued cars. Textures and cosmetics, however, also took off in demand. Many players desired textures such as Fire, Checkers, or Snowstorm. Not only were textures high in demand, but certain rims and spoilers like the famous spinner rims and thruster spoiler also captivated the community. These items are the most valuable for the category. Trading was doing so great, and people truly were starting to enjoy it. Even veteran players came to trade their rare vehicles and see what the community had set its values as.
Here we go. Here we go. Already, I got it. Oh, bro, we've been here 3 seconds. We already got trade requests. How does this even work? Oh. Furniture, weapons, skins, what in the world? So this is where you trade. Wait, can I spawn a car? Oh, I can. I like the music. What is this? Garage.
Everything was right in its place and was perfect. That was until disaster struck. Of course, with any type of trading in a video game, there was a plethora of issues. These issues range all the way from scamming innocent players to even finding a cheat in the system to duplicate certain items. This was an absolute hassle to deal with for both the players and the developers.
Let's say racer right here. If it was a duplicate item, it would have 49 trades. Any item that has 49 trades, avoid it. Do not trade for it because the chances of it being a duped is very high, bro. You only see this dupes items mostly on limiteds, especially the Torpedo and the level 5 Hyperchromes.
People would often bait others or trick others into accepting an offer that is usually not fair. These types of scams vary from switch scamming and trust me scams, where one player would quickly switch out a vehicle for another one to sneak it in, and hope the other one wouldn't notice.
Yeah, that's 3 Burley right there. That's 3 Burley right there. No. Except. Oh, yo, guys.
Trust me scams are when one player will ask to borrow or test a car and then leave afterwards with your items. This caused an outrage in the community, and many people started pointing out these types of scams, and unfortunately, they still exist today, as there's nothing people can really do about it. Towards late 2022 and early 2023, quite a few glitches were discovered that allowed players to duplicate items. This completely crashed the entire economy, causing random vehicles to gain and lose value. During the duplication times, hyperchromes were added. These were items that could be obtained through an extremely rare chance from any robbery. excluding the donut store and the gas station. Every time you get a duplicated hypercomb from a robbery, you would level it up. Level 5 hypercombs looked extremely good, and many players had their eyes set on obtaining them through trading. However, with the duplication glitch, many of these rare colors were duped, which permanently bugged their times traded counter to 49. The same bug occurred for the Torpedo, Arachnid, and Bruley as well. However, the hypercombs seemed to be the main focus of players. Many traders were declining offers to 49 times traded vehicles and skins because they didn't want cheated items. However, BadCC, the lead coder for the game, paid an exploiter with an unban to his main account in order to figure out how to dupe. BadCC was able to patch this bug using this strategy. However, the effects of the error still linger today. The player base found another error, however this time using demand rather than actual cheats. This caused the biggest economic crash of all time. Two vehicles were slowly rising in value as the demand for them increased. These items were the Icebreaker and Crew Capsule. They were doing very well, and many players wanted them to rise slowly. However, word spread like wildfire through trading Discord servers and Roblox games that the Icebreaker and Crew Capsule were worth way more than they actually were. For only a few hours, the Icebreaker and Crew Capsule were two of the most valuable items in the game, and all because people manipulated them. As soon as this ended, the two vehicles shot down in value, and Crew Capsule took most of the hit, however, dropping below even the lowest of cars for a while. However, the economy was eventually able to recover over time, but it was still to be remembered by the community forever. Many new players and old players absolutely hated trading for creating exclusivity, while also removing it. The problem new players had was the fact that high-value cars that they may like were impossible to get. They had few valuable items and nothing could compare to the torpedoes. For example, which if a new player wanted, they wouldn't be able to get it without wasting hours of their lives. The issue that OG players had, however, was similar yet different at the same time. Their items that they had originally gotten no longer were special, because everyone could have the chance to obtain it. This made OG players upset with the developers for allowing these to be given away. The demand for certain vehicles also did not hit well with a lot of the community. Many players didn't understand why the Torpedo, Arachnid, or Bruley were high value, because they aren't the best vehicles in the game. This made values very hard to follow and understand. Tons of people started trading, but as they built up richer and richer, it got harder to gain value. This made the game very grindy and hard to play. Many players did not enjoy sitting in a car until someone trades them, let alone accept their offers. And sometimes it took even hours to get one good trade, leading many players to just flat out quit Jailbreak. Of course, trading does have its ups and downs, but with the amount of backlash it has received, it just didn't seem enjoyable anymore. Toxicity of the fanbase ended up ruining trading, and people just didn't want to play it anymore. Throughout all of these moments, it was difficult for players to stay with trading, so many of them simply didn't. All of these combined lead to the eventual downfall of Roblox trading as we know of it today. Although trading not be the happiest place anymore, or as fun and enjoyable as it once was, but many players still see exchanging items to one another as enjoyable.